Who invited you to Young Life?
Raul.
Raul did?
My friend who graduated last year in school, he's the one who always brings me to a big place. It's crazy.
I started Young Life through Cheese Day at John Berkeley's house. I went during lunch, met a bunch of cool people, and decided to go from there.
Mr. Wood, John, I started going with a freshman in high school.
I think my life before I met Christ was a very selfish one. I think everything I did was for my own pleasure, for my own gain.
I was atheist my freshman year of high school and didn't really think about Christ or believing in anything. I just kind of lived without it.
So I kind of got lost and I started coming to Young Life and I met the awesome people that go to Young Life and I met my leader and I just kind of started to come back.
So for me, probably being invited to Young Life was the most influential moment for me. I finally went in my sophomore year and it was an all-area club, like hillbilly themed. It was insane. I'd never been to anything like that. And from then on, I went to like every Young Life thing I could, and Young Life has just done so much for me, so that was definitely like a huge influential moment for me. So
I was right on the brink of like deciding to give my life to Christ for a while, and then it was kind of like that fear of like, do I actually just want to like relinquish all that control and all that stress and stuff? And then at camp over the summer, there was a point where all the walls just kind of came down and there were people there to support me and love me, and it was probably the closest I've ever felt to God, and I think that was the moment that I just decided that this was the only way to go.
All my life I grew up in a church with my parents both being believers, and I'm very thankful they did that, but I would go to church and nothing ever really stuck. And so going into high school and my freshman year, my image and picture of God was, he's this policeman, he's Santa Claus, he's looking at his list, who's naughty and who's nice, and I thought I had to be a good person for him to come near me or for me to even have him in my life. And through the relationship with my Young Life leader and the growing along with my dad, after I started going to Young Life, I think that knocked down a lot of the walls that I built up and a lot of the lies that I was believing of, he hates me, he's all about do this, do that, and I'll love you.
current Young Life leaders as well, Krista and Domo, are just awesome. Like they really know how to speak to me in like a way that totally makes sense and that I can completely relate to.
My favorite things about Jesus is that he is always there for me and he loves me through everything, and I can always have that constant feeling of love no matter what.
My two favorite is one, God is always in you. Number two, that God creates you in a different way.
What I like most about Jesus is he offers a relationship with me, and that's crazy to me.
Over him, you, look, go, you.
My friends should know that Jesus is amazing and awesome and he loves you.
It's been awesome, the love and the peace and the joy. It's awesome.
What he says about you is more important than what the whole world says about you.
Awesome. It's awesome to have a relationship with him. It's life-changing, and there's no better way to live your life other than being a follower of Christ.